Here's the thing, you have a team, yet you're still getting burned out. What's up, Rafael Cortez here on the Less Business, More Profit series. Lean, effective, strategic, and simple. Let's talk about micromanagement, all right? You have a team and you're still getting burned out. Why does that happen? Often, it's really just a matter of the owners stepping into lanes that don't really belong to them. When you're hiring as a business owner, when you hire somebody for a specific role, a specific position, they have their description, they have their tasks and responsibilities, then all of a sudden it hits you, right? The fear of relinquishing control. Relinquishing control of your company, of the results. And what happens after that? Micromanagement. You start wearing all the hats even though you have people in place. If you have ever hired anybody, you know that it's real, right? The fear of letting go of those results and then the automatic transition into micromanagement. It happens, right? Even though they have their descriptions, their job roles and responsibilities and the things that they're supposed to be doing as a business owner, when you're first letting go of all that control, when you're first letting your baby kind of walk on its own 2 feet, the fear is real. The fear of letting go of that control is real. And what happens? We begin to micromanage. We begin to oversee everything that they're going through. We begin to just kind of hover over every single, section of whatever their responsibilities are. And it happens in every aspect, right? It happens at lower entry-level positions like cold calling, like lead management, all the way up to acquisitions and conversations. And then next thing you know, you're in there and then you're micromanaging everything. You're listening to every single conversation your team is having. And you're spending the time to make sure, quote unquote, make sure that they're doing the right things as opposed to you focusing on the stuff that's gonna give you results, right? That's really what micromanagement comes down to. And it burns you out. I mean, inevitably, there's gonna be a point where you get burned out because even though you have people in place, you're still holding all the responsibility hats for no reason. For absolutely no reason. You have a team in place, you have talent in place, you brought them on, you hired them for a reason, yet you're not letting them perform. What happens? You are burning your payroll, you are burning your marketing dollars, you're really not letting the team perform, and that leads to just creating busy work for yourself, wasted funds in the terms of payroll and marketing, and really not tapping into the talent that your company can have if you just let them do their jobs, right? Think about it this way and visualize. Close your eyes and look at your whole team, right? Close your eyes, look at your whole team, and then see each lane. This person is responsible for staying in this lane. This person is responsible for staying in this lane. I'm responsible for staying in this lane. All right, so you stay on your lane, let them do theirs, and then just hold them accountable. Make sure that you have clear expectations and set accountability whenever you bring somebody on. And that's gonna give them buy-in. It's gonna give them a sense of responsibility over the stuff that they're supposed to be doing. And you're able to do your job, focus on the money generating activities, then they are able to focus on the stuff that's gonna release some of that weight off of your back. At the end of the day, that's what having a team is all about, right? So micromanaging your team is gonna stop that dead in its tracks. Delegate at lower levels. Effectively delegate at lower levels so you can maintain control at higher levels. That's the big thing. If you delegate effectively at the lower levels, you're gonna be able to focus on the big picture, focus on the income generating activities, and actually maintain control where it matters, which is at the higher levels of performance, right? So keep that in mind whenever you're hiring your team. Do not be a bottleneck, all right? Do not micromanage because it's gonna build a bottleneck in your business. And a bottleneck is even worse when you have multiple people involved in the same, this stupid thing that's holding you back. So delegate effectively, set clear expectations, set accountability measures, and think about this every single time you're considering micromanaging something. If you delegate at lower levels and you do it effectively, you're gonna be able to keep that control at the higher levels of the company and the income generating activities, right? So build that dream team that you're looking for by giving them buy-in in the company and having them be accountable and responsible for their own actions, right? People want to belong. People want to feel like they matter, and this is one way to do it. If you micromanage, you're taking away empowerment. You're taking away their ability to think. You're taking the liberty of somebody to perform in the work environment. So don't do that. Do not micromanage. It's going to burn you out. It's going to get you nowhere. At the end of the day, it's based on a fear of loss, right? A fear of loss of control. But if you have a solid team in place, you're not going to have to worry about that. Now, here's a big question. What are you micromanaging and how is that holding you back? I guarantee you it is. If micromanagement is taking place, it's holding you back. Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear from you. Make sure that you subscribe to all the videos that are coming up and stay focused. You got this.